Nisekoi Season 2, Episode 6. The classic Valentine's Day episode in the middle of May. But yeah, man, Valentine's Day episode. That's interesting. This, before I do the review though, I had no idea. I had no fucking idea. Because I don't know, is it like that in the context of the manga? I don't know, I gotta reread this shit because I barely be paying attention when I read the manga. Just kind of look at the picture, right in the line. But I had no idea that Chitoge and Onodera had no idea that, you know what, I think, okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't know that Chitoge didn't know that Onodera liked Raku. I didn't know that. I did not know that she didn't know that Onodera liked Raku. I didn't know that. Now, Onodera not knowing that Chitoge actually does love Raku, I see that. I didn't know that the opposite was not known. I had no idea. I thought that Chitoge knew. Chitoge is pretty stupid when it comes to articles of love too then, huh? Like everyone always laughing at Raku and saying he's dumb. Chitoge is pretty stupid too when it comes to that shit. And she is the classic tsundere. Holy shit, man. In this episode, this bitch went through all that shit to make some homemade chocolate. She went through all that shit making a homemade chocolate. As soon as she get to class, she was like, oh, you think just because we fake dating, you thought I was supposed to give you some chocolate? Shit, I'm not even giving you obligatory chocolates. That was a hard word for me to say, man. Shit, I'm not even giving you those chocolates and shit. And then right away she turns away, just like, fuck. Now it's gonna make this even more difficult to give it to him. Why am I so stupid? Because you're a tsundere. You have to be. You have to be that character. So yeah. But this episode, man, it was cool. It was a fun, laughable ride. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just everyone freaking the fuck out about giving chocolates to Raku, except for Monica, who is the most bold out of all of them. I don't even know why he just... That's the one problem I'm having with Raku. He still be like, I can never tell what's going through Monica's head. Fuck you mean? She tell you all the time, I love you, Raku-sama. I love you, Master Raku. I love you, Rock-sama. I love you, Rock-sama. Hey, let's be together, Rock-sama. Hey, let's get married, Rock-sama. Hey, I want you, Rock-sama. Let's be together, Rock-sama. What the fuck you mean you don't know what's going on through her head? You are going on in her head. You. It's bordering on obsession, but it's you. The one thing that he bitched about this entire episode in the beginning was that I've never gotten chocolate from a girl before. A girl has never given me chocolate. When he first come to school, he opened up his shoe locker hoping that there's chocolate in there. Nothing. He goes to class, looks under his desk to see if there's chocolate inside the desk. Nothing. He's crying. Him and Shu are actually crying. Well, Shu wasn't crying. Raku was crying like, oh man, I ain't getting no chocolate. He was hoping Chitoge would get him one. He was hoping Onodera would say something, possibly give him one, to get no chocolate. Monica comes fucking running down the hall with a chocolate statue. A chocolate statue of him. He runs the fuck away. I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why did you run? That's what you've been wanting this whole time. I think he realized it afterwards, like, oh shit, wait a minute. She's giving me chocolate. Why the fuck did you run? I don't understand. I don't understand why he ran. I am happy though that the first person he accepted chocolate from was Seishiro. I'm happy about that. Because she's my favorite. Sugumi, Seishiro, whatever you want to call her. She's my favorite. She is my favorite of the females, you know what I'm saying? It's funny because the two main ones are on the bottom for me. Wow, that's crazy because I like Monica and Seishiro. Then Chitoge, then Onodera. I don't like, I mean, being modest is different from being shy. That whole shy shit, that's annoying to me, you know? And every harem I watch, it's always that one girl who was the most reserved and shy, and that shit is annoying to me, you know? I'm trying to think, who is it? Okay, in high school D&D, initially it was Asuya. Then it kind of became Irina, who was also the shy, reserved one. They not as shy and reserved as Onodera though. And Infinite Stratos is kinda Laura, but she's bold too though. And Tenchi Muyo, it was definitely Ayega, and that pissed me off a lot. I don't like that shit. So yeah, Onodera is on. She's at the bottom of the list. Then Chitoge, then Monica, then Seishiro. So yeah. But man, this motherfucker was running. He was running. That shit was funny as shit though. I like how he was confused though because Seishiro was giving the chocolate to to Shu. She just gave it away because those girls gave her chocolate, and then she was kind of like, oh, because Shu told her that you're supposed to give chocolate to people that you hate. And then she was like, oh, well, before I go to Raku, I'm going to give you this shit first. Because I hate your motherfucking ass. And she was handing him the chocolate, and Raku walked in just like, oh, I had no idea. And then he fucking leaves, and then he was like, I had no idea that she liked Shu. And then when Shu tells her the truth, she chased that motherfucker down with an arsenal of fucking weapons. Like, shit. That bitch was like on some Ratchet and Clank shit. She had a fucking arsenal of weapons. I was just like, damn. But yeah, man, the episode like reaches its climax part when Onodera was about to give Raku the chocolate that she made, because Onodera is a shitty ass cook, so she finally made a dessert that was great. You know what I'm saying? And she was going to give him the chocolate, but she ran away. She panicked and ran away, and when she ran away, she fell. It fell on top of the shit, and it broke up into little pieces, right? And her and Chitoge kind of made a pact with each other that they were going to help each other out to pursue their romances, but they weren't going to ask about the romances. Of course they weren't, because it has to be that way inside of this show. What sense would that make? How the fuck can you help me if you don't even know who it is? I'm going to help you get this guy. What's his name? I'm going to help you get this guy. What does he look like? No, we're not doing that shit. I'm going to help you get this guy. I'm not going to ask no questions. Thank you. That's the weirdest shit ever. But yeah, man, they gonna help each other out. You know what I'm saying? Which is sweet on some sisterly sort of shit, but they essentially helping each other out to pursue the same dude. So yeah, that shit happens a lot. Then that shit happened into Love Ru. Lala technically is already first kind of in Rito's line, and then she was like, oh no, I'm gonna help Haruna get Rito. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens a lot in anime all the time. I'm gonna help you pursue your relationship with my person. Whatever. But they helping each other out, and they actually are trying to whip up some more chocolates. You know what I'm saying? For Onodera to give to the person that she likes, aka Raku. And the school day is almost over. You know what I'm saying? So they have to go find them. Raku finds Marika sobbing because she actually broke the chocolate that she had made for him. And because he realized that he shouldn't have been a douchebag and ran away in the first place, he proceeds to eat the chocolate right there on the ground. He's just eating a mouthful of it. And apparently it's delicious, you know. And again, Marika's cute, man. She's, you know, one of the better ones, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know why he just don't be with her. But anyway, after that, he runs into Chitoge. And again, classic tsundere shit. She said, She said, no, I've been hearing that today is Valentine's Day. He was like, yeah, we talked about that shit this morning. She said, well, I happened to make some chocolate this morning, some homemade chocolates. It's not like I did it for you or anything. This is just strictly obligatory just because we fake boyfriend and girlfriend, so here. And he says it too. Who the fuck accidentally happens to make chocolate? The fuck were you doing? Like, what the fuck? That's the stupidest shit she could have ever said. She could, all she really should have said was, man, someone gave me this. I told him that I had a boyfriend, so I'm going to give it to you. Bam. It would have still been from her. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been that a guy gave that shit to her. But in turn, she gave the shit to Rock. Bam. Problem solved. But he eats the shit, and she's like, is it good? He's just like, yeah, it's real good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's a good attempt for you. And she's blushing as she walks away, you know what I'm saying, all shy and shit. But then it turns out that she used salt instead of sugar, so the shit was probably salty and bitter, so yeah. So Onodera is in there whipping the shit up, you know what I'm saying? And she actually does it right again for the first time. Well, for the second time, technically, so. She does it right, and she gives the chocolate to Raku. You know what I'm saying? She said, I hope that you would have this. And she gives the chocolate to him, and it's delicious, and they're both talking about it. And then she just kind of like, and he says, is this like a sort of confession thing? Is this like a gift of love? And she's like, no, it's obligatory. And then he looks kind of crushed, but then she was like, but it's a special sort of obligatory. And then she runs away, and he's like, what the fuck does that mean? So they all happy that they gave the chocolate to him, because Seishiro was in her apartment, like tripping off about the shit because she gave him the chocolate. And I think he says he's going to repay her back on White Day, so I hope they do that episode. Probably not, but I hope they do that episode just to see if he's going to do something for her on White Day since she got him the chocolate, you know. So everyone's sort of just happy that they gave Raku the chocolate, and that's how the episode ends. It was funny as shit. It was a feel good ride. Let me know what you guys thought about the shit though, man. Back to some people.